Zero Hubbard reporting with West Metro Web TV News, and I'm here with Joey Thurmond.
Indeed you are.
I am, thank you.
How are you, Zero?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, thanks.
And Joey Thurmond has quite an interesting story to tell us today. Now, you are a Paulding County resident, correct?
Born and raised right here. One of the last to be born in the hospital here at Paulding County.
Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. Thank you.
I'll give you that for free.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start all the way back at the beginning of your story. Now, you were an Atlanta police officer, correct?
I was a police officer in the state of Georgia. I primarily in the city of Atlanta, but primarily in the city, but all over the state of Georgia for 15 years, correct.
And how did you like being an Atlanta police officer?
It was awesome. I got to fulfill a childhood dream, and it was really, really cool. I was able to be in the position to do some really cool things a lot of times, and decorated 3 different times for different things, and it was really a good experience, really was.
Okay, well let's fast forward a little bit. What is it exactly that you do now?
I own a circus now. I own a full 3-ring circus, and I have 2 smaller shows, one that we just launched this week. As a matter of fact, it's a 100% educational show. It caters to just the schools and the libraries, and that will be taking care of the entire state of Georgia. And then we have a smaller children's show that's geared for kids 12 and under, and it takes care of some of the smaller events that we used to play that we can't get the big show into now. So some of the 2-day festivals and smaller fairs and things like that we can't get the big show in, we send the smaller show. So we have 3 full-time touring shows as of 2013.
Wow, okay, so without giving away too much, how exactly did you transition from Atlanta or Georgia police officer to owning a circus?
I went to the show, to a big circus once when I was about 5 or 6, and watching everything that was on the floor, all the animals and the wire walkers and the jugglers and the clowns and everything else. And the clowns were actually out on the floor more than anybody else. And there were clowns that juggled and balanced and done their routines and their skits. So those guys they done a little bit of everything. So that was what really stuck with me. So I came home and taught myself how to juggle and balance, and done that, was Charlie Chaplin in some school plays and stuff for a few years, and then kind of got away from that. And then when Jamie and I got married, we actually went on our honeymoon to Sarasota, Florida, and we went to the Ringling Museum as just one of the sightseeing things while we were there. And when we walked in the door of the Circus Museum, there was a small car, one of Lou Jacobs' tiny cars was there, and that was the one act that I had really remembered from being at the circus when I was growing up. And I thought, you know, that would be really cool. I think that would be a cool way to break up some of the stress, if you will, because for 13 of the 15 years I was always on high-risk units and things with the police department. So I started brushing up on my juggling and balancing a little bit, learned how to put on some makeup and a little costuming, and started getting into a little bit of the history of clowning and circus. And for the first 2 or 3 years, all we done was volunteer for like children's hospitals and nursing homes and things like that. So that kind of got me back into the swing of clowning. So it started just as a hobby from a childhood dream, and that's how it got me back from policing into that. And then the story that goes after that, it's a long story, but it's way interesting. It's just a lot to tell in a short amount of time. But that's pretty much how I transitioned from being a police officer back into being a circus owner and a clown and a performer. So.
Well, I know that you mentioned your wife Jamie. Now, is your family involved?
Yes, my wife Jamie does the trapeze, and she does an act called Twirl, which features the Polynesian fire dancers. She does a juggling cube and a juggling square. She put in that act. She does a hula hoop act as part of that act as well. But the swinging ladder is her trapeze act, and it is the oldest circus aerial act in the entire world, and she is currently the only lady to tour America with the swinging ladder trapeze. Wow, well that is definitely a feat for her. Isn't it true that your son was involved for a while? Yes, my son is he's a very accomplished performer and a clown. He actually was the youngest person to ever win a Clown of the Year award. He won that in 2009 when he was 16. And he is a stilt walker, a wire walker. He does the Wheel of Death, a juggler, a rollabola, but his clowning is what I think is pretty much his claim to fame. He's a really good clown, absolutely. So he grew up really as a circus kid. So him being able to, that's how he learned to do so many different things so fast. Is he's got really great coordination skills and things, and he just kids pick up on it a lot faster than adults do anyway. So, but yeah, he's a very accomplished performer, absolutely.
Well, congratulations to him as well for receiving that award.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you've also started several foundations, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
The No Joe Foundation we started in 2008, and we started it with three main or primary benefactors, if you will. The first is Cure Childhood Cancer, the second is Starlight Children's Foundation, and the third is Concerns of Police Survivors. In addition to those three main benefactors, we also donate scholarships to family entertainer performing arts camps and schools and things like that. And we help and support businesses that are in the family entertainment field that need a little guidance, if you will, or need a little help, whether it be financially or just kind of coaching to put them in a direction to where they're going to better benefit and make their business a little bit more successful. So the foundation has a lot of different facets that it reaches out for, and that's something that we have found has been, it's good for us to give, but it's really taken off in the areas that it has focused on. So yeah, we're very proud of the foundation.
All right, now we've come full circle, and you're right back here in Paulding County again.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason for this interview is I know that you have some really awesome news for us.
We, for the entire season of 2011, at the end of 2010 and for the entire season of 2011, we were followed by a production company, and they filmed a full-length documentary of our family and our show. So they actually saw us grow from a smaller show into taking a really big step forward and literally putting everything that we had, not only physically but financially, into the show. When we made our first stop of the year in 2012, literally between 5 people we had less than $100. So when we pulled into that location, had we not made our check for that week or for that week and a half, we'd have literally had to sell a piece of equipment to buy gas to get to the next stop. And this documentary, the world premiere is going to be in Dallas at the Dallas Theater on December the 21st. It's going to be as far as the theater has been able to tell us, it's going to be the first world premiere of any film for that theater. And it was really important for us to have it here to share with our hometown, and it was important to me to make that available to anybody that was here that wanted to go. So I have fought kind of long and hard to make sure that event is 100% free, including the red carpet and the reception and cocktail party and all that afterwards, the meet and greet afterwards and all that kind of stuff. I think that there will be a few things like movie posters and things to sell, so if somebody wants to purchase something that goes with the movie. But this will be the very first time it's shown anywhere in the world, and we're hoping that anybody that's in the North Georgia area that's a friend or a fan of the show, or maybe just doesn't know that much about circus or clowning or whatever you will, wants to come out and see that, because we've worked hard to make it 100% free, and the film is outstanding. It's already getting just tremendous. It's already been called the best documentary for 2012. We have screenings requested for all over Europe and Japan, South America. So there's some big networks that have spoken and asked for the first rights to air it here in America as well. So it's a good documentary, and we think that it represents not only the arts that we do, but the art of circus in general in a more positive light, to kind of humanize everybody and see that it's not what you might typically, in the stereotypical fashion, think that those people are like. It shows a whole lot more than what happens out in front in the circus rings while the show's going on. It shows a lot of the behind the scenes things and a lot of the stress that goes along with making sure that the show is just right, making sure that it's on time and that it's where it needs to be and that it's booked so that we have places to go and perform. So there's a lot there that people don't ever see. Mm-hmm. And that was important for us to get across. But there's probably literally probably 8 or 10 different crawl stories that are going on in that documentary at one time. So there's a lot to follow in that year. So we're proud of it. We're proud that we had the opportunity to do it, and that the production company wanted to do it, and that that the people are wanting to see it like they are. So.
Okay, and what is the title of the movie?
The title of the movie is called Grease Paint, the Film. And grease paint is the makeup that all the performers use, whether they're clowns or not. Everybody uses the same type of makeup, and it's just a grease. Or used to be, it was a grease-based makeup, and so that's just kind of the title that stuck around. And but Grease Paint the Film, and greasepaintthefilm.com is the website where they can go and see the trailer to the movie, and it's got bios and all that kind of stuff about the performers and the producers and the director and all that kind of stuff.
And when and where was that going to debut again?
The world premiere is Friday, December 21st at 7 p.m. It will be the starting of the film. The red carpet is supposed to start at 6. But I know that there are other celebrities that are coming, but I don't have the final list and roster yet. But I know that there will be several other celebrities from the Georgia and from around across the country as well that will be there that night.
Wow. All right. So definitely Paulding County residents, North Georgia residents, anyone, like he said, who knows about their circus or who doesn't know a lot about, the logistics behind being in a circus, definitely come out to watch that because it's a learning experience as well.
Absolutely.
So again, that was December 21st, that's a Friday, down at the Dallas Theater in downtown Dallas, and the website was?
greasepaintthefilm.com.
Definitely check it out, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Sierra.
We were here with Joey Thurmond, and I'm Sierra Hubbard reporting with the West Metro Web TV News.
A good clown will be relatable enough that everybody can see a little bit of themselves, and that person is in that same situation with that clown.
Working with each other it's fun, but it's difficult at the same time. You work together and you live together.
People don't see breaking down on the side of the road, and they don't see the dark side, they just see the show, so they think it's all sunshine.
When I perform, I just always put my mind in what I'm doing up there because that's dangerous. It's something that you don't control.
It's funny because a lot of people don't see it as a business, and they say, you make a living doing that?
He's circus all the time. From the time he wakes up till the time he goes circus, circus, circus. He, eats, breathes, and sleeps circus all the time.
It can be frustrating, it can be exciting, it can be fun, and it can be excruciatingly aggravating.
What is wrong with you? Calm
down. Just don't talk to me, man. If you got a problem with me, just don't talk to me, okay?
Before the show, they'd be arguing. We do the show, everybody's smiling and happy and having a good time. Then after the show, nobody wants to talk to each other.
This act makes me more nervous than any other act.
I fell from the wheel. My arm hit one of the cables and twisted my body, and I fell right on the bottom of the wheel.
You're gonna have good days and bad days. We're all cooped up together. We know what buttons to push and what not to push, and what to say to people, what not to say to people. And I can tell by looking at any of those people, okay, that person's having a bad day by the way they look.
My savings is in this show. My retirement that I had built up from the police department is in this show. Every dime that I have is in this show. If this doesn't pan out, then, I have nothing else to put in. It's all in there.
I'm really, really nervous right now because the show opens tomorrow. We haven't been able to practice all day because it's been raining.
The area that we're standing on now was actually about waist deep in water.
I just saw some lightning really close to my uprights.
When it starts raining, you have to go out there and clean it all up. Then when you get it all cleaned up, it starts raining again. I can't stand my boss.
I love him, but I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I could turn the truck over.
But at the end of the day, it's all okay. Go film somebody else.